never felt more guilty than I did in the moments after I cheated on her. I regretted every move I made that night. The sight of that woman in front of me made me want to run away from all of it. She represented 3 years of trust that I'd shattered. She didn't know it. I never told her. As far as she knew, there was nothing wrong, and we were just 2 single people who had had sex. I guess even if she had known, what would have changed for her? I was just a girl she slept with. She was my living embodiment of betrayal. A breathing lump of flesh that just reminded me of what I'd done. I left as soon as I could. I told her I'd work in the morning, or that I left my coat in a bar or some shit like that, and got out of there. I walked the long way home to try and clear my head. I told myself that it wasn't uncommon, that people do it all the time, that I just had to keep it to myself and no one would find out. Life would go on. It occurred to me that my whole life I had condemned people who did exactly what I had done. You know, cheaters. The bad people of the world. I said stuff like, how could they do that to someone? I would never. The worst one was, you can't love someone and cheat on them. I regret saying that one the most because I never stopped loving Ashley, but she would never see it that way, and frankly, who could blame her? I broke every promise I'd ever made. It's surreal to become a bad guy and to not even have seen it coming. I guess I thought I'd made it 23 years without causing any trouble. Sure, I thought about other girls, but who hadn't? But I took it too far. I tried on that walk home, but I couldn't rationalise it in my head. I had gone out, got drunk and fucked a stranger while Ash sat at home wondering where I was and texting to ask if I was having a good time. When I finally got home, I couldn't sleep. I felt sick. It all felt wrong. I felt wrong. She looked wrong. It wasn't the same and it was my fault. My fault, so only I could fix it. I got into bed next to Ash and stared at the ceiling. The guilt was immense. I'd never felt anything like it. My whole body flushed hot to cold. My heart was beating out of my chest and I was sweating bullets. I hated it. All I wanted was to wake her up, tell her everything, tell her what I'd done, tell her that I loved her and that I would never do it again. But I couldn't. I ran through all the outcomes in my head and they never ended well. She wouldn't understand. She would cry and blame herself. She'd ask why, and I tried to explain, but I knew she wouldn't understand. I knew how she felt about that sort of thing. I had no way out, and the feelings of guilt were getting worse and worse. Then my phone went off. It was her. That stupid bitch who had ruined my life. She was telling me that she had a great night and that she would love to do it again, plus some shit about feeling a connection. When I read it, it made me smile. Why? It was clear as day to me that I loved Ash, so why was this message making me feel good? Why was she in my head and why wouldn't she leave? It dawned on me then that she might not keep the secret. I needed to talk to her, to make sure she wouldn't say anything, then I'd be fine, safe. So I told her I felt the same and that I was coming back over to hers. Of course she was happy to hear that and said she'd be waiting. I got out the house without waking Ash and drove back to hers. When I got there, she opened the door dressed in red lingerie. The next few seconds felt like hours for me. She was smiling. So innocent. No idea of what was coming. I pulled the knife I'd taken from the house out of my back pocket. Then I stabbed her 5 times in the stomach until she stopped screaming. And she didn't die quickly. 3 times killed her. I did 4 and 5 because I couldn't stop. I had to make sure she died. Because once she was dead, so was my secret. So it's done now. I'm safe. Ash will never find out. I did the right thing. Only I know what happened. Only I'm the liability.
Hello. Hey. Hiya. No. Hello there. What's up? No. How's it hanging? No, definitely not. Hi. My name's Alex Miller. I'm 20 and I'm single. I've tried online dating. I've tried meeting people in person. Heck, I even tried Grindr for a bit before I worked out what that was all about. And now I'm trying video dating. Clearly, you know that. Because apparently that is making a comeback. Apparently. We'll see, I guess. Yeah. I don't have a good track record so far, I wouldn't say. No, I had one girlfriend back in 2019 from the 7th of March to the 15th of October, and it went pretty well in my opinion. Yeah, well, she met my parents and my friends and stuff. I didn't meet hers, but that's fine. She just said she wanted to take things slow, and I can appreciate that. I don't want to pressure people, I want them to be comfortable. She only met Brandon and they got on well, I think. Yeah, well, she called me on the Tuesday to tell me that her and Brandon had been seeing each other for a couple of months and that she was far happier with him than she ever was with me and didn't want me to track down her all the time anymore, so I am glad she's happy now. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I don't mind. Everything happens for a reason. And I guess in a way, I kind of introduced her to him, so I don't think I helped. Like Cupid, yeah. So I need a little help from Cupid now. I'm looking for anyone who's fun, outgoing, spontaneous, all the usual stuff. I'm just looking for anyone really. Well, not that I'm desperate. Just a bit lonely. It was my birthday last week. January 29th. I'm an Aquarius, so I am assertive, analytical, original, independent. Not too independent though. That's what I read, anyways. I don't think I'm any of those things particularly. To be fair, not that I'm not those things. I just think I'm not just those things. If that makes sense. I had a birthday party, yeah. With a few friends and things. Yeah, that was nice. No, not things. I don't know why I said things. It was just people. People aren't things. I guess there was a cake and stuff, and they could be considered things. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, people and things. Sorry, I'm panicking now. I don't know how long these are supposed to be. I read the other day that you decide whether or not you like someone within the first 3 seconds, and it's been quite a bit longer than that, so if you haven't decided that by now, then it's probably a bit too late. Then again, it takes the average person 2 months to decide whether they are in love with their partner, so, maybe there's still hope for that. I won't talk for that long, I promise. Apparently, Aquarius is... Aquarius is... I'm an Aquarius, so I am most compatible with other air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, obviously Aquarius. So if you're any of those, then, great. If not, then, that doesn't mean that we can try, obviously. I don't know how much it means and how true it is, but it's better to be safe than sorry, I guess. But I am adventurous, though, and spontaneous, like I say, so I'll do whatever. Really, I don't mind. I really don't mind, like, anything. See, I'm really trying not to sound desperate, because, God, that's not appealing, but, I've never been good at that, I don't care attitude that a lot of guys seem to have. I could list my hobbies, like juggling and Dungeons and Dragons, or books from the 18th century or earlier. But I don't think any of those would do me any good. Ooh. I am starting to do a bit of art, though. I'm trying that learning a new skill every week plan so that I can better myself, and this week is painting. I'm not very good at it, but I'm hoping that practice makes perfect. So if anyone knows anything about painting and wants to go to a gallery or a museum or something, yeah, I'll be up for that. I don't mind. Oh, hang on, let me just check my list. Sorry, sorry. My phone died. I'm so sorry. I was just checking. My thing. Sorry. Hang on. Okay. Conversation starters. Number 1. Would you rather have X-ray vision or mind reading? Okay. I would rather have mind reading. Yeah. Because I think it would be easier to control than the X-ray vision. Unless, of course, you couldn't turn it off and you heard everyone's thoughts all the time. I guess I'd have to read the small print. Number 2, if you had to give up one body part, which one would you choose? That's easy. My appendix. And feeling that a kidney. I tried to donate it, if that was allowed. Number 3. Do you think the future will be better or worse than the present? Let's stop. Let's stop doing this. Look, I feel like I'm boring you, so I'll just say, if you think it might be interesting going for coffee or for walk or something, I promise I won't kill you. Please find me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, or call me. It's 0761158831. Yeah, I'm Alex, and this has been me. Thank you for your time.
Most things get easier once you've learned how to do them. You do all the lessons and the study and the practice, and then you're supposed to be good at it. Like driving, or riding a bike, or learning French. Once you've done the learning, you should know how to do it, and then it's just a case of doing it enough that you don't need to think about it, and it becomes second nature. It's not the case with painting, or any art really. You learn about colours and styles and paintbrushes, and then you're done. That's it, right? Then you're on your own. If anything, it gets harder from there, really, because you spent the whole time copying other people. Not copying, it's not like that. It's emulating, being inspired by. Draw this dog, paint this field, sketch this bowl of fruit. It's all just being guided and shown the way. When that's gone, you're just lost and confused, like a child doing taxes. I spent ages trying to figure out what to do. I did landscapes, still life, buildings, abstract, monochrome, oils, watercolours, everything, and nothing seemed right. Nothing felt right. And then I saw people. I knew people existed before, obviously, but not in this way. I'd never seen them in this way. I saw Wood's American Gothic, Van Gogh's Café Terrace at Night, and Edward Hopper's Nighthawks, and I loved them. Sometimes you see art and it's a red circle with some dots on, or a picture of the sun with a cartoon politician on, and that's great. I'm not criticising that really. If that's what you like and that's what you want to do, then that's great. But it doesn't stay with me. I see that, I nod, and I keep walking. When I see a painting with people and lives and a story, I can't stop thinking about it. I go to sleep and I see their faces. I imagine their friends and families, their hobbies and interests, heartbreaks, loves, gains and losses. What you see isn't everything. It's just a moment of their lives captured in still, but with a past and future that you'll never know. I haven't quite got to that level yet. I haven't even got close to that level yet, but I'm trying. I need to find the perfect person, the perfect story. I've tried painting everyone. The couple from next door, the postman, my hairdresser. I've even tried painting myself, but nothing works. No one's face interests me. They aren't bad faces by any means, just not interesting. They don't tell me anything. They don't speak to me. I'm still looking though. I'm determined to find the one. The breakthrough. Have to soon anyway. I'm running out of paint. And will to live. I found it. I found the face. The one. I was reading the Metro yesterday and this guy killed himself. Jumped off a block of flats. It's really sad to be fair. It was about this bloke. I can't remember his name perfectly. Freddie something, I think. Lucas? Maybe that was it. Lewis? I'm not quite sure, but he was unemployed for a while. Got kicked out of his home. Have you ever seen that photo of Evelyn McHale? By Robert Wiles. The most beautiful suicide, it was called. And it was. A lonely, sad, beautiful woman who had fallen, I think 86 floors from the Empire State Building, straight down onto a car. You'd imagine it to be all blood and bones and stuff, wouldn't you? But she looks so calm, like she's lying asleep in a metal bed after a long day at work. So serene. That's how he looked. That's exactly how he looked. At peace. So much of a life in his face, but not in his existence. He doesn't look sad, you know? He doesn't look in pain, or stressed, or tired, or in need of help. He just looks finished. He looks cold and stiff and lifeless, but so content. It's a combination of emotions I've never seen before. Not like this. Not in someone so young. So full of turmoil, yet so peaceful. Constant conflict. I want to capture that if I can. To do it justice. To do him justice. I cut out the photo and stuck it to my wall. I cut out a few more of other papers as well, different sizes for reference, and did a couple of rough sketches. I'm going to try and capture life in death. It sounds pretentious, I know, but that's my aim, and that's the only way I can think to say it. Good to have an aim. Even if you don't know how you're going to get there. There's no point in starting anything if you don't at least have an idea of where you want it to go. I don't believe in too much planning. I want the spontaneity and surprise still, but I need something at the end to look forward to as well. He didn't have anything to look forward to, I guess. So I want to give him this, and we can look forward to it together. I've decided I'm going to call the morgue when I finish this one as well. See if they've got any more interesting faces I can have. I think I've found my style.